Do you ever lobby Tom for the ball and say, "Hey, man, I'm open"?
I mean, I'm a blocking tight end. You know, I came here to block, baby. So 4 targets is 4 more than I thought I was going to get.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, to that extent, to that end, I mean, when you watch Leonard Fournette ice a game away, right? That's got to be fun for you at the end of the game.
Exactly. Yes, that was actually a huge run when that's what it's all about, is finishing games, and that's what he did at that time with that run. So that was a great run, definitely by him, and that feels good, you know, to be a part of that to help close out the game.
Thanks, Rob.
Yep.
All right, next is going to be Jenna Lane.
Rob, you're not fooling anyone. While you say you're a blocking tight end, your track record indicates that otherwise, that you have a lot more to offer there. When you came to Tampa Bay, what were your expectations like as far as how much you were going to be used in the passing game? And would you like to see that role increase? I mean, I looked back at your weeks 1 through 2 in the 7 other years that you started the beginning of the season. And aside from your rookie year, you haven't had, you know, such few catches previously.
You know, I'm a blocking tight end. That's all I got.
That's all you got. But what about all the other times that you were in the red zone? All those red zone catches, all those touchdowns that you've caught. It's not like you just forgot how to do that, right?
I think I did.
Really?
No, I didn't forget. But you know, every game plan can change differently week in, week out. You know, there's sometimes, you know, in my career, you could be targeted 15 times, and there's other times you can be targeted just a few. I mean, all depends on how the defenses are playing us, how the defenses are lining up against us, who they're taking away, and all that good stuff. So it's just, you know, 2 weeks into the season. So just got to go out there and just keep on fighting, you know, just give it my all in whatever aspect of the game it is.
All right, next up, we're going to have Greg Allman.
Hey, Rob, just from a physical standpoint, coming back after a year off, how do you feel in terms of where you thought you might be after 2 games? And how do you feel about just what you've been able to do, getting separation, getting open when you're out there running routes?
You know, I feel good. It feels good just to be out there and playing football again, going out there with the guys. You know, we won last week, which is great. You know, just get that feeling of a win again. Felt good. Just going out, practicing throughout the week and preparing. It feels good to be out there and just playing the game of football. And just got to keep working hard, though. I mean, there's always areas where I can improve big time, especially in the pass game. You know, a lot, you know, it doesn't matter if you get a lot of passes called your way. If I'm not ready, then it's never going to work. So I just got to be ready at all times and just improve my game, both in the pass game and run game. You can definitely improve.
Do you already appreciate a difference just in terms of getting back to NFL speed and feeling like it's normal again? Can you appreciate a difference just from week 1 to week 2 even?
Oh, yes, definitely. You know, when I first got here and, you know, the first couple of practices, the game was fast. The first game too was fast, and it's slowing down a little bit, and you got to appreciate that. I mean, that's what you want. You don't want the game to be feeling fast to you. You don't want the players out there to be feeling like they're flying by you. So the game has definitely slowed down since training camp, and it feels good just to get a couple games in under my belt, and you know, it feels good.
Thanks, Rob.
Yep.
Next, we're going to have Ed Encina.
Hi, Rob. Not to belabor this, but you talk about, you know, the kind of defenses. Obviously, it changes the game plan, everything like that, week to week. Do you feel like that you've seen a lot of coverage that have been emphasized to trying to take you away, or how have you kind of seen that over the first 2 weeks?
Not really. I mean, maybe a couple plays there have been coverages to take me away, but majority of it, I would say no. You know, just majority of it is just normal defenses that we're seeing. Nothing special to, you know, be like, oh, we got to take Rob away. Maybe once or twice, a couple double teams there and there, but nothing like eye popping.
And then obviously you guys go into Denver. A lot of people talk about the altitude there as a factor. You've played there a lot. Do you feel that's a factor at all when you've gone and play Denver?
No, I play at Denver a lot. I don't feel like that's a factor at all, especially coming out of here in Tampa. We got the humidity every single day to deal with that. So, you just got to deal with it. It's definitely a mindset. We just got to go out there and just treat it as normal.
Thank you.
All right, next is Steve Isbitz.
Rob, as a blocking tight end, how is your blocking through two games? And what do you see from Tristan Wirf's blocking so far next to you?
That's a good question. I feel like my blocks, as a blocking tight end have been pretty good. But now I'm a blocking tight end, so I got to, up my game a little bit for sure. And that can definitely improve, technique, form, and all that. That's what helps improve your game big time. And Tristan, he's a great player. He's a great dude. And as a rookie, just coming in and only having training camp, he's doing a great job. Lining up beside him. I got a lot of confidence being right next to him. And he's been doing a good job for sure. And it's a pleasure to line up alongside him.
And through a couple of weeks, what kind of energy has Leonard Fournette brought to the team and the roster, especially last week's game?
Oh yeah, Leonard, he's a beast. He can just break tackles at any time, and he runs hard, and he's a solid like dude. Like that's what makes him so good. It's just the way he can move at being his size is just special. And just the running back group overall, they bring a lot of energy to the table. The running backs are full of energy, full of laughs and full of big plays. So it's great to be around them.
Okay, next is going to be James Palmer.
Hey, Rob, I've been watching you and Tom's videos that you've been putting out there with the latest one with the dad jokes and a little horse. That was good. You got a good one.
Yes.
I'm just kind of curious you couple games into the season, you guys probably didn't know what to expect getting reunited and you coming out of retirement. How much are you guys having a really good time? What has it been like? It seems like there's a lot of joy between you two.
Yeah, it's been going good. There's times where you're working and you're grinding and you're digging deep to get through things. That's not usually the joyous time is when you're digging deep, but that's part of football. That's part of what you signed up for. But then that many other times, we're just going out there and just playing ball and just being yourself. So it's going good overall. There's a lot of great guys on the team. That are a pleasure to be around. That are a pleasure to work with. Same with the coaches. So all that's going good, man. And we just got to keep putting the work in and week out.
So are you enjoying yourself more than you maybe thought or what's, so far?
Oh yeah. I'm enjoying myself, man. I know what I signed up for with football. So I know there's times where it's going to be a grind. It's a game of football. There's always going to be ups and downs, hands down about that. That's football. It's been like that my whole life, but just overall, man, just going out there and working with the guys, it's a pleasure for sure.
Thanks, Rob.
Yep.
All right, our last one's going to come from Casey Hudson.
Hey, Rob, you mentioned prior press conferences ago that regardless, you're here to help the team however you can. And with your experience and the stats over your career, with you guys going up against a tight end like Noah Fant, can you give your defense a perspective on how to read some of these new age tight ends? They're more hybrid. They are out there passing. They're doing a lot more. Can you help the defense kind of have more of a keen eye out there?
Just going versus our defense throughout training camp and everything, I would say has definitely helped. But we have another pretty solid tight end who runs great routes and is all over the field. Who's on the scout team when he's running the routes, and that's Tanner Hudson, and he's going out there and he's running great routes, jumping for the ball and everything. So from what I've seen him in the scout team, giving looks to the defense, he's doing a great job, big time, man. That's not really my role, so I really haven't done any of that to go out there and be on the scout team. But Tanner's been doing a great job with it, and I would say throughout training camp, just going versus our defense has definitely probably will play a role in how to cover tight ends too.
All right, that's all for today. Thanks, Rob.
All right, guys. Thank you.